Alright, Game Boy Nation, I'm not necessarily sure if that's an okay thing to call you guys, if that's what you guys want to hear. If you do like the name Game Boy Nation, go ahead and drop that down in the comments below, or put it on Twitter or something, I don't know. But Game Boy Nation, we have something to address today. And I'm just gonna say this before we even really get into this one, because at this point, I feel like I'm too stupid to realize, if I'm being honest. I really hope that this is a troll. Okay? I mean, I'm an internet veteran, bro. I was back in 2003, barely walking and whatnot, and using Nickelodeon.com and surfing through Yahoo and all that, right? I've been around the block here on the internet a few times. Of course, there's some of you out there who have been around a little longer than I have and whatnot, but yeah, you know, I got the internet down pat. I understand trolling. I understand how some people do things here online to kind of get people riled up or to, you know, make a mockery of their reaction, which is fine. If that's what this turns out to be, then honestly, I'm glad. But the story we're going to be reading today, it depresses me that this is something that I had to read. So fellas, I actually covered one of these kinds of topics, the AITAs, the Am I the Assholes. I covered one of these about a mom who basically deleted her kid's Minecraft world because he was sleeping in too late during his quarantine break from school or whatever, where kids didn't have school for the rest of the year because obviously COVID's been kind of just like waxing people. But we're back with another Am I the Asshole, okay? And this one, once again, I hope is a troll. If this is real, man, I'm honestly concerned for the future of the human race. I mean, when you think about it, we got fellas like Elon Musk out here trying to just shoot rockets up into space and bring them back down and land them and get people living on Mars and the moon. We got people trying to convert salt water into drinkable, usable fresh water. We got people out here trying to reinvent the wheel, okay? And I think it's better than this. Fellas, I present to you, am I the asshole for choosing Funko Pops over my wife? I can't even get through it without laughing. I can't even get this sentence out without busting a chuckle, bud. I mean, holy shit. This has to be fake. Please tell me this is fake. All right, you know what? Let's go ahead and dive right on into it, bud. I don't know why I'm addressing you in particular watching the video. There's hundreds of thousands of you. I should be addressing the whole crowd, but, you know, you're special, you know. I know everyone's going to think that this is fake, but trust me when I say that this is an actual situation that I'm going through. So for some explanation, I have been collecting Funko Pops way before I even met my wife. Buying Funko Pops started off as just a small interest, but quickly became a passion of mine. Since my first time buying a Funko Pop 6 years ago, I've stocked up thousands of these figures. So now about my relationship with my wife. 2 years ago, I met my soon-to-be wife. From the very beginning of the relationship, she was well aware of my Funko Pop collection and was well aware that at the time I was spending a few $100 monthly in order to keep expanding the collection. She was perfectly fine with this, by the way. In fact, she would buy me Funko Pops for me for my birthday and for Christmas. However, about a week ago, we got into a huge fight over my spending on Funko Pops. I will admit that these past few months, I have been dropping about $500 monthly on Funko figures. But in my opinion, it was not financially tanking considering me and my wife have pretty decent jobs. I don't want to state what those jobs are for privacy reasons. Anyways, she was telling me I needed to stop the Funko Pop collecting for a long time, or at least cut down my Funko spending to 3 Funko Pops per month. In my opinion, that is so ridiculous considering how limited I would be in my choice of Funko Pops. I tried to explain to her how much I enjoy collecting these figures and how much it means to me. She then started yelling that we were going to go into debt because of the amount of money that I've been spending on Funko Pops. I stated to her how that she was completely overreacting and that there is no way we could possibly go into debt from this. Okay, bro, seriously, please tell me this is a troll. Someone, who wrote this? Are you watching this? Are you out there? This is a joke, right? Alright, you know what? Listen, I've got some Funko Pops. I got a bunch of the Dragon Ball characters. I got Forrest Gump. I have some of the Fallout ones, some of the Call of Duty ones, right? You know, it's a little something, right? It's nothing crazy. It's not like I'm out here just, $500 a month on Funko figures. That's nuts. But I mean, I got a little something. I gotta say, they're kind of cool. Some of them are. I mean, some of them are stupid, but some of them are pretty cool. But I simply cannot imagine that there is a grown man out there who's like, fuck it. This is such a huge hobby to me that I would legitimately choose purchasing Funko Pops over having a sexual relation with somebody that I love, right? I mean, at that point, bro, it's gotten to a point of no return. Like, you're not getting saved. game over. It's like when you're in a hedge maze and you get lost, like you get caught down there in one of the dead ends and you just have no idea where to go. That's where you are if you're at this point in life, man. Funko Pops, of course, cool hobby and whatnot. Making it go this far, probably not. I mean, I also want to point out the fact, okay, just think of this. If someone says that they're spending $500 a month on Funko figures, there's no way it's just $500 a month, right? Like, this is some shit that you see people addicted to, like, gambling do. They're like, oh, I only spend $100 a month on lottery tickets. But if you really added it up, right, it'd be way more than that. Like, oh, I only smoke 5 packs of cigarettes a month, but they're chain smoking, right? Like, it doesn't make sense, you know? Dude probably is spending $2,500 monthly on Funko figures, something nuts. And I mean, I'm just thinking of like all the Funko Pops that exist, right? Because they got so many, dude. They make them out of anything, bro. There's gonna be Optimus Funko Pops one day. Bro, how many Funko Pops can you fucking fit anywhere? Like, my man is out here collecting every bobblehead in Fallout 4 in real life. And if it really is just, you know, $500 a month on Funko figures, I just want to point out that Funko Pops, they pretty much retail for like anywhere from $7.50 to like $20. I mean, if you're spending $500 a month on Funko figures, you're buying like fucking 30 to 70 of them a month. Depending on like where you're buying them from, if you're buying them from just some dude at a garage sale, or if you're going to GameStop and picking them up, whatever, you know, you're getting an obscene amount of these figures. And I mean, I have a whole house, bro. I don't live in some one-room apartment or anything like that. I cannot feasibly think of where I would keep so many Funko figures, and he's been collecting them for years. This dude has to have like thousands of fucking Funko Pops, bro. Just creating a private military out of Funko Pops. I mean, it doesn't seem feasible, you know? Where would these be? Is it gonna be like Scrooge McDuck, where like instead of diving into the vault of gold coins, you're just diving into a vault of Funko Pops in the basement? I don't see how this would even be possible, but I mean, it gets worse. After some more screaming, she locked herself in our room and I had to sleep on the couch that night. I really did not feel bad at all because I knew that she was overreacting, but when I woke up in the morning, she told me that she was going to stay at her sister's house until we could sort these things out. I honestly just couldn't believe that she was going so far with this. I tried my best to convince her to stay, but again, she kept stating that I needed to stop the Funko collecting for a long time. That's not an option for me because, again, she is completely overreacting and it is in no way affecting us financially. A few days go by and I get a call from her. She tells me that I need to choose. Either I stop the Funko Pop collecting or we're getting a divorce. I'm putting that on a t-shirt. I started telling her how ridiculous she was being because she obviously is being ridiculous. After 2 years, she was just willing to throw away our marriage over my passion. She was pretty much sobbing at this point, and then I just finally told her I'm not going to let her get in the way of my passion. I still haven't gotten the divorce papers, but I'm expecting them soon. So AITA for choosing Funko Pops over my wife. Again, I'm very passionate about them, and I think that it's ridiculous for someone to try and take that away from me when it is in no shape or form hurting them. I mean, fella, listen, take it from Optimus, okay? When you're spending $500 a month on fucking Funko Pops, you're financially taking a hit, let's be honest. Like, to say it's not affecting you financially is stupid. Imagine if this dude was putting $500 into a savings account every month, or putting $500 into the stock market for 30 years. Imagine all the fucking Funko Pops he could buy in a few decades if he did something like that. I mean, $500 on anything a month is a massive expense unless you're making $80,000 a month, right? I mean, $500 a month, that's like low-tier rent in most places, right? Like a one-bedroom apartment in the ghetto somewhere. I mean, here in Ohio, that's actually like a whole house, and I mean, at the end of the day, bud, like, you could just compromise with her, you know, that's also a possibility. I mean, what she's saying, if this is real, is not unreasonable. Sweetheart, I know this is your passion, but you're spending thousands of fucking dollars a year on plastic inanimate objects in which 99% of them will never gain any value. You are holding an extreme emotional attachment to pieces of vinyl and plastic that are shaped and colored to look like movie celebrities, sports athletes, cartoon characters, and things that you saw in your childhood. It's time that you either let go of your passion altogether since you clearly can't handle your financial stability with it, or you need to slow it down to a reasonable rate. If you can't do any of these, I am now forced to fucking divorce you. That sounds 100% reasonable to me, and I like to think that I'm a pretty sane dude. I mean, at the end of the day, if you choose Funko Pops over a woman, man, what are you doing? And once again, it's not like Funko Pops are making this guy money. He's not Jordan Belfort from The Wolf of Wall Street, right? Like just coming in low ball a little bit, doing the penny Funko Pops, and then he works his way up to Stratton Oakmont and whatnot, and all of a sudden, you know, he's with the big boys, right? He's selling the big boy Funko Pops. Like, I understand people who collect shit because they enjoy, like, I collect sneakers. I love shoes. I collect music. I have a small Funko Pop collection myself. I collect Dragon Ball memorabilia. Like, I get it. I really do. I mean, I collect, like, Miami Hurricanes stuff. I collect pretty much any Miami sports memorabilia. It's what I like. I get it. But I'm not going to be spending $500 a month on some shit like this. It's not going down. No way, no how, okay? I mean, people who, like, they collect sneakers, those actually go up in value a lot, okay? I know Funko Pops, they also go and fluctuate in value and whatnot, but this dude isn't reselling them. He's not keeping these as like an investment or anything, right? He's simply just way too emotionally attached to them. To the point that the person that he supposedly loved and married, might I add, has gotten completely just out here, you know? He's got Funko Pop. It's like this meme right here. Dude walking down the street with his girl. His wife is the woman mad at him, and he's like staring and about to catcall the fucking Funko Pops. Like, bro, at a certain point, you just gotta say, no. I don't need this. I don't need to do that. In reality, that's just part of becoming an adult. I know, being an adult becomes boring, but I can't imagine this dude is a fucking brain surgeon or a lawyer or, you know, someone Tanisha will be calling, if you get that reference. I hope most of you do. At the end of the day, it's just like, bro, they're fucking Funko Pops. I think most of you understand where I'm coming from. And this has to be a troll, because I feel like if this is serious, that I've lost all hope in humanity. But for anyone watching who might be like on the fence for this one, right? Just like, oh, should I choose Funko Pops? Should I choose the people that I love and have, you know, emotional attachment to? Those Funko Pops ain't ever gonna give you a piece of ass, bro. It simply ain't happening, okay? I shouldn't be challenging people, but the day that a Funko Pop gives you some crazy head, fuck Little Caesar's crazy bread, you need the crazy head, you know what? Then I'll be like, okay, acceptable. But I mean, you're financially devastating your family. You've completely emotionally crippled the person you claim to love, all over an addiction to manufactured pieces of memorabilia. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say you're probably the asshole in this one, okay? She wasn't overreacting, and what you're doing's weird, bro. Please stop. With that being said, bro, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel. Follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shop Opti down below. Thank you to my channel members. Your support helps my channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, not buying this many Funko Pops, and signing out.